The devastation of that night will live with me and my whole family for the rest of our lives. You do not expect to bury your children, let alone your grandchildren.
This week is the Kinsella Trust's Knife Crime Awareness Week. Every single day at Knife Crime Victim Support, we see the devastating aftermath of serious violence and crimes involving weapons such as guns and bladed articles. But we also see incredible resilience. All of this week, we are shining a light on the campaigners and partners doing vital work on the ground across the country. Today, I want to introduce you to someone truly extraordinary, Julie Taylor. In 2020, Julie's 19-year-old grandson Liam was tragically and senselessly murdered. From that unimaginable heartbreak, Julie founded the Liam Taylor Legacy. Here is her story.
Hello. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Julie Taylor and I'm the founder of the Liam Taylor Legacy. I founded the Legacy just over 6 years ago after, on the 31st of January 2020, losing my beautiful 19-year-old grandson to knife crime. The devastation of that night will live with me and my whole family for the rest of our lives. You do not expect to bury your children, let alone your grandchildren. You do not expect your young people to go to a pub and be murdered, and that was what happened. The devastation comes through our family, through the perpetrators' families, through the community, and it never ever stops. It is absolutely heartbreaking. So anybody that feels like they want to pick up a knife for protection or carries a knife for protection or whatever their excuse will be, please don't. Please put that knife down, because that knife is not going to save your life. That knife is going to potentially take a life, and you can never step back from that. Your life will be in prison for the rest of your life, and that's not a nice place to be either.
When a family goes through a trauma like that, it's hard to imagine ever finding the strength to keep going. But Julie took her grief and turned it into action. She now spends her time working in schools, colleges, and even prisons. The victim looking people in the eye and talking face to face to show them the real world impact of carrying a blade.
I then teamed up and collaborated with Knife Crime Victim Support. We go into prisons and things like that, and we do a workshop. So I tell the devastating story. Quentin will come in and do his bit. We've had weapons handed in, so it's really from the heart, from the people that have been through this, in the greatest respect. We are the best educators to have out there.
If you think we should stop knife crime, make some noise! There we go. And we dedicate that to the Liam Taylor Legacy, and that's from us at Knife Crime Victim Support.
I'm very, very grateful to Quentin. I met Quentin nearly 6 years ago, and he has been a great support to me and my entire family. And we collaborate in work. And it's absolutely wonderful to do workshops with him about choices and consequences and knife and violent crime, and so many other things just come into this couple of hours that we're there.
With a group to explain what joint enterprise was. Now we share that across a county called Hertfordshire, so I'd like to share it with you, and it indicates and demonstrates how by being quiet or by not stopping something that you might think is happening, something serious, an incident, and actually you could be liable too. In the case of with Liam, there would have been a principal offender and there would have been what we call an accessory. The accessory is the person that wasn't necessarily doing anything, but they were there. And they get in just as much trouble. Are you with me?
Yeah! That work, building emotional intelligence and reaching young people before they make misinformed and risky decisions, is why we do this. Recently, on what would have been Liam's 26th birthday, Julie and I visited a youth club in Essex. The conversations we had there were profound. One young person handed Julie a letter that captures exactly why we can never stop having these conversations.
Yesterday was Liam's 26th birthday, and I'd agreed to go with Quentin to a youth club in Witham. And when I woke up, I thought, I don't want to go. I was so upset and so emotional, but I couldn't let these young people down, nor the institute that have asked us. So I went. And I'm now so glad that I went, because I actually had a really nice morning. By the time I come out there, I was so grateful I'd been. And my heart was really with those young people yesterday, because I want to change mindsets. Not that I needed to change theirs, but they sat and listened. And I'm now going to read one of the letters that we was given yesterday. Today we had Quentin and Julie come in for a short, heartfelt story about their experience with knife crime and how it affected them. They taught me I should live safely and be mindful of my actions and consequences, how they will affect the people around me. I am grateful that they have given me this time to spend with them today and teach us a valuable lesson. They help teach us how we can cope and handle through times in our lives, and that the feelings will fade, and yet they won't really go away. These emotions left are from the love and grief that Julie shares, mastered in grief that we hold on to for the rest of our lives. Now, this is a person that I'd never ever met before yesterday. I'm going back next month to visit them because they've really touched my heart. Part of my work also, I give out bleed kits. I've given out over 750 bleed kits now in and around Essex, going into London areas and places like that. Very honoured to say that every fire station, all 50 of them in Essex, have a 24-hour public bleed kit on the front of the station. But my main option is to get bleed kits out into every single school and every venue in Essex. And without the public support, without different people, without friends, without clubs, that wouldn't be possible. But I thank you all, everyone that's helped me and supported me and followed us on our journey. Thank you.
Julie's work with those bleed kits could literally be the difference between life and death. When a catastrophic injury occurs, sadly, a person can bleed out in as little as 3 to 5 minutes, often before paramedics can arrive. These kits contain vital medical equipment like tourniquets, chest seals and specialised trauma dressings. By distributing these kits and teaching the public how to use them, Julie is empowering ordinary people to step in and buy vital minutes, therefore saving lives on the street. It is a necessary initiative that, when paired with preventative work, education, safety awareness and victim support, can form part of a multifaceted approach to community empowerment.
Are you the wind in my hair, the goosebumps, the butterflies? Are you the clouds in the sky or the warmth in the summertime? Are you a shooting star? Are you the moonlit horizon? Are you the signs that I see usually when I'm crying? Are you the things that keep happening that can't be a coincidence? Do you know that you're loved? Do you know what you mean to us? Do you know fish will always have a place in our hearts? You live life to the full, forever making your mark.
Knowing Julie and knowing her family, I am far too aware of how they have been torn apart and deeply impacted by the ripple effects that followed Liam's murder. The grief doesn't just go away, but through the Liam Taylor legacy, and thanks to Julie Taylor's extraordinary courage in the face of such unimaginable adversity, lives are being saved and mindsets are being changed. Julie's tireless dedication was recently recognised with a British Empire Medal and the Point of Light Award, with her work being recognised by King Charles. Accolades that are incredibly well-deserved for a woman who has turned her darkest days into a beacon of hope for others. At Knife Crime Victim Support, we will continue to stand shoulder to shoulder with families just like Julie's. It is an honour to support them, and we send all our love to Liam's family today and every day, and acknowledge all of the victims of knife crime and serious violence. Knife Crime Victim Support are incredibly proud to be an official partner of the Kinsella Trust across Knife Crime Awareness Week. But we need your help to spread the message. Please share this video, use it as an educational tool, talk to your children and young people, talk to your friends. Let's work together to stop the heartbreak, drop the knives, and lift the communities that are being affected. Remember, nobody can do everything, but everybody can do something. Thank you.